Hello, hello, and welcome to You've Got a Thing, an interview thing about Milwaukee theater things. My name is Jaimelyn Gray. I am the host with sort of quasi, not really the most, I have some stuff. I have some things. Although that doesn't really ring great, I'm the host with some things. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are this week. Yeah, so we're winding down here. I think next week is going to be my last show. I am, if you are watching this on the internet, I am in my camping gear because I am ready to go camping. I'm ready to camp the summer away with the fam, and that's where my brain is going. It's not quite there yet, but I tell you, it's been kind of crappy weather-wise here lately, and so there was a little bit of sun today, and my brain freaked out and was like, "Oh my gosh, it's better weather." Oh, it's been awful here. So anyway, enough about me. I just want to cover a few things. I've got a really great interview for you today with Susan Scot Fry, who is the executive director of Optimist Theatre, and their programming is Shakespeare in the Park, Milwaukee, and we get a little gabby. We get a little chatty. So that interview is a little bit longer today. So I'm just going to run through a couple of things real quick here and send you on your way. And so let me get this to you. Milwaukee Opera Theater, if you are a fan of the opera, or if you would like your children to be fans of the opera, we do have something for you. This is an opera for babies. Camille's Rainbow is an opera for babies. And it's designed especially for babies, toddlers, and their caregivers, and 4 singer-storytellers lead children through a journey of color, transformation, and unbridled creative play as Camille searches for her colors, who have mysteriously disappeared. And so I think that sounds super cute and super fun. And so I think you should try and get your butts out there if you can, if you are interested in the opera, or like I said, or if you want your kids to have that exposure, which I think is really great. The music thing in our brains, you all know the science behind it. Yeah, that it's just really great for us. And the younger you can start, the better. So get yourselves out there to Milwaukee Opera Theater. You can go to, where's my banners? MilwaukeeOperaTheatre.org to check that out. And get your butts in there. I think this is a really great little doodad for kids and their caregivers. So do that. Then next we have, as always, we have the awesome Interchange Theater Co-op, who have shows here. This is their whole schedule. You can see that they just rock it out with shows. Tonight also, what is it, the 22nd today? Yep, they've got an open mic today. If you are interested in that, that is something that you can make happen as well. If you're wanting to try out some new material or something along those lines, I think that would be great to head over there. Really supportive guys, really supportive team, really great group of people over at the Interchange Theater Co-op. So you can go to interchangetheater.com to check out their schedule, to get tickets. They also do classes. If you are interested in classes, they have classes kind of all over the place all the time. And so get your butts in there. And then tomorrow night they've got Fractal and their duo prov Fun for everyone. And then last but certainly not least, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I've been seeing this crop up now sort of all over the place as people have really been really great at advocating for mental health and changing the conversation around mental health. And so since 1949, Mental Health Awareness Month has been a driving force in addressing the challenges faced by millions of Americans living with mental health conditions, like myself, as I discussed last week. And so if you would like to get some more information about that, I would go to NAMI, NAMI.org to just dive in and get some information. And they have a drive going on right now that's In Every Story, Their Strength, which is highlighting the resilience and diverse experiences that shape mental health journeys. And so you can check that out at NAMI.org and learn more about that organization and what they do for the community and all of us and all of that. Yes? Yes. So that's what I got for you this week. Everybody's, I see things ebb and flow throughout the year as far as, theater production is concerned. And right now we are ebbing out because, except for, my interview today with Susan Scot Fry, again, Shakespeare in the Park, Milwaukee. And then next week, I'm going to have Summit Players Theater on. I'm going to have Kayleen Howard, who's their marketing person and an actor and an artist, come and talk to me about their summer. But what we're going to talk about today is Shakespeare in the Park has this thing where they tour the parks in Milwaukee, and they have multiple productions happening. So they have The Taming of the Shrew, which is a show, and then Much Ado About Nothing, which is a puppet show. And so Susan's going to talk a little bit about that. And so I hope you enjoy that right now. And with me today, I have one of my favoritist people. I'm so excited that you have time for me today. Susan Scot Fry, Executive Director of Optimist Theatre here in Milwaukee. They produce Shakespeare in the Park, Milwaukee, every summer. And I'm just so excited that we're getting to the end of the You've Got a Thing season. I'm going to get my summer break here, but so that means that we have to get the summer programming in before we do that. So I'm very excited that you had time.
Mm-hmm. So happy to see you. It was lovely to get that, oh, you got a thing email. Oh, yes.
Yay.
Yay, one. Thank you.
Yay, Nerd Theater Podcast. Yay. Yay. So Madam Susan, for people who don't know you, can you just give me a little bit of your artistic journey over the past few years or so?
Yeah, we're Sweet 16 this year. I know.
Oh, did you do a quinceañera last year?
Oh, if I'd had my act together, I'd have done it. But,
yeah. We're still, for people who don't know, we're still like slowly, and I do mean slowly because it's been 5-year journey now, slowly hobbling out of pandemic mode.
We are.
And the whole, like getting back into normal routines. It's not easy. And particularly, I think when you're a summer program and you're really just doing that every summer.
Right.
I think that makes it even more of a challenge to get your footing back underneath you after that experience.
Yeah. And there's, just like every theater company, that's one of the things that, we do the quote unquote one. It's a year-round process to put the summer together.
Yes.
But we're running into some of the same rolling adjustments
Yes.
that everybody is, because it is still running after 5 years. We're still getting back into the swing because the swing is still changing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And budgets are getting tighter, and things in Wisconsin have never been great as far as funding is concerned. We talk about that all the time.
Sure.
We are currently 49th.
Yay!
Yay!
Us.
So yes, that's a year-long process to do a summer of programming.
Yeah.
Is how that works.
Yeah. So that is actually, that's my gig. This is what I do.
Yes.
Yeah. Get around Shakespeare in the Park.
It's a big gig. It's a
big gig, but I know I'm fortunate that I'm able to devote most of my waking hours, which are odd hours, to creating this thing. I know how lucky I am to be able to do that, and it's precarious. How is it going to go this year? What's the big life balance? And I know you and I have chatted about that, because we find ourselves in some similar situations where we are figuring it out. There is no foundation. There's no sense of security.
Not at all.
No. And that's just one of our skill sets. Is how are we managing? Or just, and once you get used to that, it's oddly okay.
I think you get used to it. It's oddly okay in the sense of that like you said, your skill set, you know how to navigate it. But it doesn't necessarily make it okay.
Right. Not by some people's standards. I'm all good with absolutely no sense of security.
Oh my God. But can you you're coming up on your 16th year of Shakespeare in the Park, but you have all transitioned a little bit over the past couple of years into some different programming. Let me rewind. First of all, can you just talk about like how you ended up in Milwaukee, because you've been here for quite a few years now, but you weren't originally from this place. I just think that your journey is an interesting one.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I've been in Milwaukee 17 years.
Yes.
So I'm a California girl, born and raised.
Woohoo!
And moved to the Midwest from Los Angeles. That's where I lived. And my background is really outdoor, large-scale entertainment.
Art.
I used to work for the one of the biggest Renaissance fair production companies in the U.S. So it was big, it was large, and I was the entertainment PR and marketing director for Renaissance Entertainment Corporation, and with the focus on the local, our homegrown Bristol Ren Fair, but also Southern California, and helped out with a couple things like New York and stuff like that. So just being outside and just having that, I would like to create a transcendent experience on stage for people who are coming in, maybe not really knowing what's going to happen here, or maybe having an idea, or having a really strong relationship with what's going to happen and the experience that they're going to have, and get excited about that, and pursue that and make that happen, and just make it happen. So and making it happen, that's a big deal. Just having that sense of, oh, I have an idea, I will make that happen. And you did 16 years ago. You did the thing. Did the thing. Started with a focus group in 2009. Had a group of a dozen or so community leaders, business people, some people from Milwaukee government, things like that, just friends. We all got together because I had this thought, and I asked I noticed that Milwaukee does not have Shakespeare in the Park, and it's an institution.
Yeah, it really is.
It really, and Milwaukee demographic is the most successful sort of demographic for this kind of an event.
Mhm.
And so everyone at the focus group just sort of looked at each other like, oh my gosh, how did that's true. How did that happen? How come it's not happening? So I will do it. And set out to start meeting people, looking at the other theater companies who has missions that dovetail with some of our vision, our goals. Because I'm very mission driven,
Right on.
and Shakespeare's at my core for all of the reasons that people can say that it does change your life for just a variety of reasons. And so Shakespeare did change my life.
And despite there not being an established Shakespeare in the Park at the time that you were doing this research, Shakespeare is kind of a big deal in Milwaukee in general.
Yeah.
I would say that there's a lot of people with their souls on fire with the Bard in this city.
Yeah. I think so. It's I don't have to make a case for Shakespeare.
No.
Shakespeare is not on trial here.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Yeah. My husband, Ron, who was the founding artistic director, the Optimist Theatre was actually established in 1993 as a nonprofit, and we mostly did children's theater.
Yeah.
Original children's theater works, but there was anybody that was involved. The cornerstone was always Shakespeare. That's kind of the through line. But back when he started it, and then I came on board in '99 with the company. He was also a professor at Carthage College, and when he would introduce a Shakespeare course, one of the things that he would rather flippantly and then maybe a little bit antagonistically mention is Shakespeare's not on trial here. You are. So I'm like, you're challenged. Your challenge is to wrap your head around it and to get it and to understand. And I want to make that possible. Because I think it's important. To be part of the world stage, to be part of the local stage.
Yeah.
And it's so human and personal. It's like you said, in Milwaukee, people have a connection to Shakespeare.
Yeah.
With, the people that come, definitely the theater companies. And it's so tight. And when we decided to go ahead and go for it, Milwaukee Shakespeare was still in existence for about 2 months.
Wow. What kind of time
We
dovetailed
just that much, just long enough for me to connect with Milwaukee Shakespeare and them to be super supportive of, oh, cool, good. The strongest Shakespeare communities, there's an indoor and then there's an outdoor. So it's like, awesome. You can create that. We will make sure that we're tight. And then they were gone. So.
Well, but to this day, you still have people who did Milwaukee Shakespeare as part of your teams. Like you've kept those relationships for all of these years.
Yeah, we did. The folks that are instrumental in making it are still here.
Yeah.
They're still here. And they're still there. They're looking for the things to do, and it is a small community. Yep. We actually will will find each other. We will bubble up, and it's funny because now I'm really super old, and so
you're not really super old.
I'm super oldish.
You're just
oldly,
you're a little bit of an elder now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm a crone. If
you are a crone, and that's not a bad thing.
No, at all. I'm like, I made it.
You made it. If you make it a crone,
that's so powerful.
Kudos to you. Yes.
But I've learned that now when I meet someone for the first time, I will sometimes wonder, I wonder if you're going to mean something really important to me within the next 5 years.
That's awesome.
So, because it just happens often enough.
Sure.
Like, oh, I met you once, and now we're doing this thing together, and we're working really closely together, and it just happens.
The magic of theater, though.
It is the magic of theater.
Yeah.
So we are, like I said, we are Sweet 16.
Yay!
When we started out, for some reasons, we kicked it off in a big way by doing like full cast, full production.
Yes.
Immediately started working with equity.
Yes.
But, that was a new world for me. So I took the smart advice from people and we went for it. And we did full cast, full length for the first 10 years. And then COVID.
Yes.
And COVID required you to reinvent yourself, but it's also something I'm sort of addicted to. So it was like a good opportunity to reinvent ourselves. So we transitioned from 30 people on stage to 6.
Yes.
And no longer doing it all in one place, but touring. So we take our people around to all of the different neighborhoods in Milwaukee. Yeah. And this is our 5th year touring, because there's that little COVID gap year.
Yes.
Where we filmed like everybody.
Yes. We all did it. We all did it. We all pivoted and we all did it.
Yeah, we all did.
So talk about the main structure of because there's sort of 3 components to it. Is that, or is this year, is it 2?
There's 2 Shakespeare plays.
Yes.
Plus stuff. Last year, another big transition, bust out. Instead of touring 1 title, we toured 3. Woo! Just exploded. 1 we produced, and 2 were actually over. We toured 4. So 3 were external companies. Yes. That I brought in, and it's like, all right, let's get together. And it was it was a huge success. Yeah. So it was super eclectic and very purposeful. The blend was very purposeful. And so this year we are touring multiple. We're self-producing this year. Instead of 1, we're doing 2. Okay. But it's still a tiny cast. So our production last year was a 1-woman Hamlet. And exactly. Libby Amato, who can do anything.
Who can do anything.
Yeah, Libby can do anything.
Let's be clear here.
Yeah, let's be clear. Like 1-woman Hamlet. Oh my gosh. I had Libby. Oh. Yeah. Fine. I'm sure it was great.
Yeah. For real.
And so this year we have a company of 3 actors. Right on. And including Libby.
Yes.
Be clear. And so it's going to be successful. And they are doing a 3-person version of Taming of the Shrew.
Right on.
Finally taking that one on.
Yay.
I love Shrew. No, people want to take it on, but I love it. And we are doing also Much Ado About Nothing. Same actors. Much Ado is with puppets.
Super fun.
So much fun. Last year, huge reviews on Hamlet. But the runaway hit, surprise hit last summer was Puppet Macbeth. Huge. Oh my gosh. A dream come true. And so we're doing puppets again because we have to do puppets again.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And the gentleman who builds our puppets trained with Muppeteers. So they're really good.
That's so exciting.
They're really good puppets. So yeah.
So who are your actors besides Libby? Besides Libby, who you got? Who are your actors besides Libby?
We have, we finally got Brielle Richmond.
Yay.
Back. Yes. We got to work with her on Much Ado. So we got Brielle back, and George Lorimer,
who is also just a real good superhuman
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
who will be lovely and amazing.
He will be lovely and amazing. Super talented. When we all stopped for COVID, the show we were gonna do was Romeo and Juliet, and he had been cast in that play, and we didn't get to work together.
Yeah.
So we're finally getting it.
That's awesome.
Finally.
Yeah, and that's not to say that Brielle is not awesome as well. I am just not as familiar with Brielle's work as I am George's work. So
Right.
if you are working with Brielle multiple times, also clearly a wonderful, wonderful human being.
She is a wonderful human being. She is a wonderful human being. And kind of like with George, because we didn't get a chance to work together, but of course now he's on my radar, so I'm watching. It's been just the last 5 years watching his career trajectory.
Yeah. Take off.
Oh, man.
Take off, eh?
Yeah. Taking off, skills, works his his craft and things like that. And it's nice to see Brielle is doing the same things.
Yeah.
Totally. She's got her path and things, but she's working it and getting better and better. And then, Libby.
Who we have already said.
Right. Okay.
Amazing. So if people want to go and check out the calendar and how to make the shows happen, they want to go to optimisttheatre.org for that.
Right.
It's free. Yes?
Totally free.
It's totally free.
Totally free.
Totally free.
Thanks to people who donate.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is why your donations matter, people. This is why your donations matter, because then companies can offer free things out in the world. And that's how that system works. Yes.
That's right.
So go to optimisttheatre.org and check out the calendar and where you all are going to be across the city at certain dates and times and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there anything else that you feel like the peoples should know?
Come and make it a day.
Come and make it a day. Because there's like a full event calendar.
There really is.
Yes.
There is. You can spend 6-7 hours there.
It's a full doodad. That's awesome.
It's a full
free. A free day of art. That is magic. And I'm so glad you all are making that awesomeness happen.
Thank you. We get together. We do our awesomeness.
Yes. Susan Scot Fry, thank you so much again for being here. So happy that you could make it. Yes. And have just a wonderful, fantastic summer. And I will catch you guys out there somewhere at some point, at some time.
Thank you.
Yes. Be well.
You too, my love. Mwah.
Mwah. So there you go. I love that woman. She is one of my favorite people. I really enjoy spending time with her, and I think she's just super funny and super smart and just a really great human to talk to. So get your butts out there and see what they, like we said, you can do a whole free day of Shakespeare with Shakespeare in the Park. That's really great. And did you like my look? We recorded that interview yesterday, and so I was a little bit fancier yesterday. I've been trying to do a little bit more adulting as of late. It only took me something like 47 years to figure out how to do my hair, so I'm rock and rolling with it. So, but today I was just not feeling it, not feeling the same. So ponytail it is. But yeah, and like I said, I've got my camping gear ready to go. So thank you so much for joining us. No, I am one person. Thank you for joining me today for You've Got a Thing, and I hope to see you next week. We're gonna do the interview with Summit, and then I'm going to try and give you all of the things that we have coming. We've got some constructivist stuff coming up, and I'm going to search around. There will be some Schmitz and Giggles things, I am sure, and things like that. And I know that Skylight has a thing or two popping up. So I'm going to check in with my Milwaukee Theatre Alliance peoples and figure out all the things that are happening sort of over the summer months as I check out to do my family time. That's what summertime is for me, is because we're a small unit, and my husband and I work really hard, and so I try to take off in the summertime to be around for my family a bit more instead of running multiple companies. So thank you so much again for joining me today, and I will see you next week on You've Got a Theme.